first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Singletary to get the drive started. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. A nice return that time. Gets 12 yards back. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. To throw is Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
He's got a man complete, and he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. Here's Allen to throw it. Completes it to Davis. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Well, that'll be incomplete. took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And take it right at the 35. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The Jets at 7-1 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Throwing is Wilson. He's got it at the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's Cook again. And he's got it. And now the rookie's free. 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Hall ought to give up the middle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Back to the ground with Hall. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Jets are once again back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry, down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now they'll throw with Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They run with Hines. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing now is Allen. Forced out to his left. And he will not get away. He's sagged back around the 3-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play, as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Wilson going to throw for it, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
As we've prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
Oh, no doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On play action, Allen. It's caught by Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hines. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 44, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And his throw is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Allen off the play fake. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Fielded at about the 28. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Allen's throw is complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown. But
that all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall
with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point just does sneak over the bar, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interceptions. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On second down, a run with Hall.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
To throw, it's Allen.
The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hall again.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. But Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit is going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and going to keep their heads up and continue to play. Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And now here's another interception. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
James Robinson,
44 yards.
And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second and 15.
They run it again with Cook. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Third down. Here's a run by Cook. 105 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.